All right, welcome to Written Gems, where we recognize the pen behind the masterpiece, and we'll discuss music that pretty much set the standard. That is Ketch P, and I'm Nametag Alexander. Let's get right into it. Catch, man, what song we bringing to the table today that we're gonna discuss, man?
We got this is a cult classic. Like
Indeed,
one of them, if you know, you know.
yeah,
Full Force ain't my type of hype.
man. It's so funny. Like I was listening to it today in prep for the episode, and I was like, damn, this is one of them songs, and it was a few of them like that in the '80s or whatever, where it's to the late '80s, I would say. And the song would be talking about a chick, but it's almost like, yo, I think you fine, but you ain't the one for me.
Bruh.
And like you immature or something like that. And then it was
Yeah.
another one besides theirs. Another one I remember was New Edition. You're not my kind of girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other song, you fine, but your personality ain't my. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Like we don't get songs like that no more.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like probably maybe a month ago or within the last month, I just be walking around my office, bro, singing this shit randomly in
Yeah,
my head. I really never listened to it as an adult.
same.
So when we agreed to pick this joint, you know what I'm saying? I had listened to it prior and I was like, wait, yo, they were they was talking some shit on here and I didn't
Yeah.
know. It's like I don't know, to us, for all of our listeners and watchers, we born in the 80s, raised in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
All we know is the Kid and Play dance to this shit.
Yep.
Being real. Like I never really
Kid and Play
analyzed
kickstep.
That's it. I never analyzed the words. All I know is ain't my type of hype, babe. That's all I know. When I started like reading the lyrics, I was like, yo, they really was like, they was talking that shit for the fellas. They was talking that
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Act your
man,
age. Not the
bruh,
size of that dress you wear so tight.
man, like, yeah, all that don't matter. Not how you make
Yeah.
love, not how you have sex. All that don't matter. And the reason I picked it is because piggybacking off the conversation we had, off cam, where it's a song that you dance to, but it
Mm-hmm.
actually got like a real message to it.
Yeah.
And the song is so goddamn good, especially for back then where you're dancing.
Mm-hmm.
If people is like us, you didn't even really catch
We went
what
right
they
over
was,
our heads.
what they was kicking. You just know that Kid Play Step. And
Mm-hmm.
what was Sydney and Sherang doing they
Yeah, the
doing
dance
their thing,
battle.
getting their shit off.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I equated to. So I was like, yo, this would be a good one, a fun one too. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Especially if we start reading some of these lyrics.
Man, yeah, because I was hoping you took some down because I ain't get a chance to take down the lyrics or whatever. But we have merch brought to you by Leading Be Legendary that you can order online. That merch is including but not limited to physical copies of music such as vinyl and CD. Of course, we got t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and also mugs and more. Be sure to place your order on the website. I'm going to place the link in the description of the show. The song was released in 1989. For whatever reason, House Party dropped in 1990, and I don't know why I thought this was a song that dropped with the movie. It was already performing well on its own. To my understanding, it dropped on Columbia Records, but it also had a 7-inch vinyl, I want to say released internationally through CBS Records. So, and this back when people used to drop like just if it was a single, you had like 3 different versions. You might have had the radio version, the extended version, the so-and-so, their name a DJ or whatever, this person's mix. And if a producer remixes this or producer, it'd be at least 3 to 4 different type of versions of this, or whatever. And I guess that's why they did the 7-inch vinyl. Now with Full Force, here's the crazy part. I thought that House Party, I mean, I'm a kid, so I don't know any better. I'm not going and doing research, but I thought that was their first time like being introduced to the world. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know until later, seeing the Ain't My Type of Hype video, that Full Force was more than just the 3 members we saw in House Party. I think it's literally like 6 of them, and the main members were the ones that we saw in House Party, the standout guys, I guess you would say, Be Fine and it's crazy. Bo and then Paul Anthony or whatever. He seemed to have just decided not to go with a nickname. Like
He's like,
everybody was I'm be fine. I'm bow legged Lou, but I'm Paul Anthony. I'm me. Like so,
Man,
yeah, man. But
them dudes look like they'll beat the shit out of you.
man, it's crazy. They were in high school, dog. Like, portrayed in the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I think I remember
Like
seeing the meme. Like,
this is how people looked at high school in the 80s or the 90s or something like that, and they show like the kids today. Like, yeah,
bro.
dog,
No
man,
disrespect. No disrespect, full force. There ain't no way you niggas was in high school, man.
man, dog, look mad grown. And then to
Man,
come to
niggas.
find out, I learned later, Kid and Play were, I mean, I'm pretty sure like they said like late 20s, mid to late
Yeah,
20s, like playing that role in the 90s.
yeah.
So I was
And
like, damn, I thought,
and look like kids.
yeah, which is crazy. I literally thought I would have literally guessed like early 20s or maybe just
Mm,
fresh out of high school. But again, at that time, I don't know the backstory of Kid and Play. My introduction to them just about is House Party. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
1990, I'm four, you know, when that movie
right,
comes out. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yep.
Shit, yeah.
So
I'm 9 when the movie come out. I just remember the what's the old lie,
yeah.
hey, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I remember that the kid and rolling with Kid and Play. But outside of that, yeah, it was House Party, and then it was like I was a fan. Like as soon as I saw the movie,
Yeah.
and in hindsight, we had no business being that young watching the movie,
Watching House Party. Yeah,
bro. No business, bro.
exactly.
No business,
But
bro.
but it's funny because you got kids. I mean, a lot of I'm pretty sure House Party 2, it was more like on the family. No, I can't even say family friendly side, but it was like you could tell a budget got involved. Put it like that.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know, with certain movies or whatever. But like imagine like a kid seeing House Party 3. Like that being like a kid that's probably like a fan of Immature at the time, Mark Houston and them, and they seeing
House
House
Party
Party
3
3
was
for the
that?
first time. I
Did that
feel
come
like
out 93?
there might have been 93, 94. I ain't too sure.
Yeah, I know I
Yeah,
was like turning into a teenager at that point,
yeah.
and it was kind of like, yo,
But
what? Yeah, TLC. Yeah,
you a
TLC
fan of
was in it.
Immature, whatever, or TLC, you a fan of them,
Yeah,
you kids or whatever. And that's even though as a kid, you probably shouldn't have been listening to TLC, really, if you think
yo,
about
bro,
it. But
yo,
but to see
bro,
them at House Parties, oh snap, you in awe at that. And then you see House Party 3 for the first time, like, this is not a movie I'm supposed to see as a kid. But the
man,
same
I
thing, like
never.
you said, apply to House Party 1. Yep,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
jokes,
yo, the
the
whole
shit
yeah
in jail,
everything, man.
the jail
This
scene.
the jails, bro.
Yeah.
He straight told my man
Yep. Yeah,
when he
man.
started rhyming. Thanks, fellas.
Man.
That really did the trick. By the way, like yo,
Yeah. Can't
yeah,
say that. And
yeah.
they never confirmed what city they were in that movie or what state. And a lot of people
No,
kept
they
saying it
didn't.
was Cali, but
They
they
didn't.
said they did that on purpose so it could like just so it could be relatable to
To
everybody and not
everybody.
just to like you think about a movie like Boys in the Hood, it's like people from,
Mm-hmm.
it really resonates with people that are from Cali. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
facts.
that part of Cali or whatever. So with
Facts.
us, it's new. It's like, oh, but the House Party 1, we never knew where they were
Now we
located at.
didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Like yeah, think it back. That's real.
Yep.
But what's
Never
crazy,
knew
it
the
was
state.
relatable. Like if you grew up in the inner city, or if you grew up in the inner city, any type of inner city or any,
Yeah.
like urban neighborhood, that shit was relatable. Especially my man pouring all the Kool-Aid and all the
Man.
sugar in the
Putting all the
Kool-Aid.
sugar in the Kool-Aid, dog. It's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
like all that shit is relatable. Like we all had that cousin that's like, yo, you damn near knew you might you might get the sugars if you drink it, but
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, you make the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? We know it's gonna
Man.
be extra sweet. You probably gonna get yelled at for using all grandma's sugar, but yeah, you
Relatable to
make the
all high
Kool-Aid.
school students at that time. You trying to get with the girl, you trying to smash. That's all your mind is on. Like you
Man,
trying, you know what I
another
mean?
time like we talked about last week, another is timeless. Like the movie is timeless.
Yeah.
Whoever picked I did hear something with credit not to jump to another song, but it has to do with the movie.
Yeah.
They said that the movie was written based on Luther Vandross's having a house party.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
So the
The
lyrics,
creator.
I would have to go listen to the lyrics then to really kind of put it. Damn, that's crazy. I did not think about
Yeah,
that.
yep, yeah, yeah, yep. And remember that was in the movie when he was sneaking out.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, like that was. It's like yeah, whoever soundtrack wise or at least score wise for the actual movie, like that's why I think
Yeah,
all of it is
man.
part of what make it a classic. You know what I'm saying? And
People
then
don't really
all the
mention that
artists.
soundtrack like that. When they talk, now that I think about it, we talk about the greatest
Mm-hmm.
soundtracks. Immediately, people name like the usual ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I never hear House Party get thrown in. They got to add
bro.
some joints on
It
there.
it definitely is a sleeper, especially when, again, like it's like this song had it not been for the movie, I probably wouldn't. You know what I
I would have
mean?
never. I thought it dropped right with the movie. I did not know. And then
Mm-hmm.
historic, I didn't know the backstory on Full Force either. So apparently, and I did find this out later, but that was probably like mid to late 2000s that they were producers and song. They weren't just sometimes you just think songwriters write for other like
Yeah.
actual R&B artists all the time or
Mm-hmm.
pop artists or whatever. So apparently they are the producers, the writers as well. And
Oh
yeah, yeah, I didn't know that about Full Force. I was like, oh damn, they are a whole collective of like songwriters and
man,
producers. And
salute
then
the
come to
full
find
force.
out, did you know that they had they wrote and produced for the likes of Patti LaBelle, Britney Spears. I should have
No.
took down the name of the singles because I saw it in sync. I did find that out later, but this was early on, like I say, in the early
Straight up.
2000s that I mean, in my mind, I'm like, oh, they wrote for NSYNC. That's dope. I didn't know they wrote for Patti LaBelle and produced for Britney Spears, James Brown. And I'm wondering like what song they help do for James Brown. And the only thing I could think of, like, did they have anything to do with Living in America? Like that song? His
With
version of
Rocky.
it? Yeah. On they have anything to do with that? Because that's
That one, yeah.
yeah, that's when James Brown
Song.
wasn't really like funk, but he was kind of like crossing over to the
He was crossing
more.
over.
He was trying to do more like I don't want to say pop, but it was whatever fit that sound that fit for that time. That like cheesy
Yeah.
double gum like this because Rocky 4 was what in the 80s? Yeah, that was in the 80s.
Yeah, that was in the
So
80s.
during that time, it was like the sound was kind
Mm.
of transitioning from like the funk of the 70s or whatever. So yeah, I
Mm.
wonder did they have anything to do with that? Because I didn't look up the name of the song. I just was looking at the names, like damn, they wrote for them. Produced for them.
Mm.
Oh, so they had Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. They wrote and produced for them too. Like
I
around when
wonder
they
what
were both
songs.
hot.
Like we talking. I wonder is it like early NSYNC, early Backstreet Boys, or like
Yeah,
that? You know that was that.
yeah,
I mean, I was working at FYE. I'm aging myself. Wonderland Mall.
man.
I was working at FYE when
That's
both of
in
them albums
that's
dropped, bro.
Wonderland. Where's that at? In Westland?
That was
Where's that?
Livonia. That was
Livonia?
7 Mile. Was it 7 Mile? No, Plymouth, Plymouth and Middlebelt.
Word.
But yeah, like I didn't know, right? So
Hmm.
I I remember I shout out to my manager Dan. I don't know where you at. If you still, hopefully you still in the land of living. But this dude was like, "Yo, we gotta open up early." Like he made me put up all these end caps and shit. And I'm like, "Who the fuck are these people? And
Yeah,
why are we opening up early?" I mean, now this is CD time.
they not
So he
even
like,
mainstream to us yet.
bro, he like, listen, it's gonna be a zoo in here. I need you here early. I need you to open up early. I'm like, all right, I'm 19, bro. This is
Yeah,
like I think it's 2000 when what's the name of that album? No Strings Attached,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah, man, they
Yo, bro,
crazy huge at that time.
I
Yeah,
did not know, bro. When we opened up, when I got to work, bro, it was a line outside, like down the fucking block, and I'm like,
right.
yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? Who is these dudes? And we played it, and I ain't gonna front. I think that kind of happens with all of us. If you play something long enough, you learn to like it.
Yeah,
So we played it all day. So 12 hours all day, I'm hearing NSYNC. When I heard them redo Just Got Paid, I was like, oh nah, it's something. You know what I mean?
it's something
Like
to
it's
them.
it's, it's something,
Yeah,
it's something to them. Because I didn't
yeah,
know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, cheesy, super cheesy, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's something to them. So I want to know what songs they wrote for NSYNC because they
yeah.
had some joints on there
So,
where it's
so
like,
if y'all listening, that's for y'all to look up during this time, like as we talking and
yeah,
talk to the talk to the phone It was this song. How do they not know?
Man,
Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, talk your shit.
yeah. But they
Because I don't
also
know.
they and I meant to add that they breakout was in 1984. They produced Roxanne Roxanne, which yeah, yep, yeah, for
Shout out to Full
UTFO.
Force, bro.
Yep. Yeah, man. Embedded in hip
Wow.
hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's just funny. Like you think like it's like we see somebody for the first time like in a certain era of our life or whatever. Like I said, mine's was I'm seeing them for the first time in 1990. I'm only
Right.
I know nothing. I'm only four. I know nothing about, you know what I'm saying? And four is like that's when your early memories for a lot of kids is kicking in at that age. So it's like that's I remember that like deeply, like House Party.
Man.
Loving that song. Like, dang, man, this part right here, because of how hyped the scene was. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So it was like it was just the perfect song for that particular scene.
bro. That's crazy. I didn't know that. What really what tripped me out is I didn't know that was Bow Legged Lou that was singing
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
of how his voice or
Yep.
how he made his voice sound in the movie.
We
I
keep
thought that,
some
yeah,
ass.
I'm thinking that
Yeah,
that's him that's rapping,
yeah.
that's doing,
Oh, the
doing the
voice. Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like, hold on, bro. This dude, and again, he might have made his voice sound like that. This dude with this voice is
Yeah.
singing like this.
Yep.
It's like the only other thing I could think of, and not to this extent, but like Miss Chalet, how when
Oh,
she
yeah, yeah,
talks
yeah.
is this way, but when she sings, it's like, yo,
How does that work, man? That's crazy.
I don't know, bro. I
Yeah.
don't. I wish I don't. God did not bless me to be able to do that.
To me, like I noticed somebody who voice don't really sound like their singing voice a lot of time. Chris Brown, like you hear him talk, it's like got like a hoarseness to his voice all the time, and then you
Mm-hmm.
hear him sing, it's like, how do you what?
Yeah,
Like
how
that
do
don't
you
even
do
make
that, bro?
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just looking at a picture of these guys, man. Even still, like they still look like they'll whoop your ass.
hmm
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, dog. When I was doing my research, I'm like, dang, I didn't know, and it's probably crazy because I'm pretty sure I watched an unsung episode
Mm-hmm.
about them, and I just don't remember them like getting into that like the other folks that they produced and wrote for. In my mind, I just keep thinking Full Force ain't my type of hype. They was a house party, and you
They
just go
wrote for
looking.
Rihanna.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it was like it, but the fact is, I was about to say I don't know if it was like a hit song or not, but the fact is they wrote and
Still
produced. You know, you know what I mean?
to go from would you say 84
84. Yeah,
to get to the
they heavy in the game.
2000s?
Yep. Yeah, man.
That's legendary, bro. I didn't know. Like I said,
And
it's
it's
just
six of them.
yeah,
Yep.
and
Family, get into it.
to be able to transition too, it's like they can get in front of the camera, they can get behind the mic, and then they can get
Hmm.
behind the pen, like for decades, bro.
Yep. That movie, matter of fact, that movie, I read that it did 200 and I think 20, no, I was about to say 200, I'm tripping.
Mm.
26.4 million in the box office.
And
First
I wonder
year.
how much I wonder how much it cost them to make it because it
Mm,
wasn't. It's
it,
like you
it was
literally
way
went
less.
from
I want to say it was like 2 mil, two,
that's
3 mil
crazy
maybe. Yep.
because it's like you went from high school, you got grounded, you snuck out the crib, you went to your man's
The
crib.
house, they had the backyard where he was running through,
Yeah,
the
the
party
wedding with George
that was
Clinton,
going on. Yeah.
bust one of them over the head with the record.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep. Didn't spend,
And
I mean, compared to today, that
yeah,
probably, you know what I mean? That was a lot back then.
yeah,
You say something about I'm putting the movie together for like 3 million now. It's like where it's gonna be like going to the theaters. Like what? What they doing in this movie?
yeah. They ain't.
Yeah,
And that's crazy, bro. I did
yeah,
not know they
man.
wrote for all the people. Now I want to know. Like now I want to dig deeper. Like
Yeah.
wow, okay,
When I
let's
seen it,
get
I
it
was just
right.
looking at the names and not even going to hit the hyperlinks and everything to check the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, I did not. That's crazy, man.
That's
I ain't gonna
crazy.
say crazy because I'm pretty sure that's what had them on the radar. It had them to
Yeah,
even be in the film. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I didn't even look up. I meant to look up where they were from. My guess is New York, but
I'm
I didn't
assuming
even
New
go
York.
more in depth. Like,
I
because
feel like
really,
everybody in the '80s is from New York.
House Party is itself the people that star in the movie are from New York. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's so crazy. Again, it go back
Is
to what
that
I
what
was saying
gave them that name?
earlier. Yeah, yeah. Clay was a
That's
stick up kid. I ain't gonna just
I
label
heard
him as
that.
that, but yeah, that was his
Yeah,
thing.
I
He was a
heard that.
stick up kid in New York. Yeah, yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
crazy. And then he made music that people could have fun to.
Yeah, and but when you really think about it, when you hear if you listen to like old interviews or old clips and you hear Kid talk, I mean, Place for sure, but Kid
Hmm.
sounds a lot like he's from New York.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts.
So it's funny, like watching a movie in my mind, assuming they're in Cali, but they're talking with these New York accents. It's really their New York accent is like heavy in the movie. Like when you really, really hear them
When
talk.
you yeah, when you go back.
Yeah, and it's like,
I haven't
and in
watched
your
House
mind, you
Party in
probably think it's
years,
just
man.
hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We probably, no, it's just hip
Hmm.
hop. How he talk? It's like, no, it's because they from New York. I
Right.
never like really thought about that shit until like seeing some old clips, or whatever. Like, damn,
Hmm.
but why? I think it's the way that how, nah, because see, I'm thinking Cali, but I'm in my mind, I'm trying to remember the scenes as like, how did those houses look?
The houses do look West Coast because
Yeah.
especially the cooler the no, was they in apartments? They
Shireen
wasn't in
had to have
apartments.
lived in the projects.
Yeah, she was in the projects.
Yeah. That looked
Yeah,
like they
that
were in the
shit.
projects when they went there. And I'm trying to think, have I seen that same setup in another like movie based in Cali?
It remind that them projects reminded me of Inkster.
Oh
Not
wow.
gonna lie.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. Like every time I see projects in the movie, I'll be like, bro.
How they just all just about the same.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it remind me of where I grew up, man. Like it's like, bro, like just boom, boom, boom. Especially The Wire season one. That
Yeah.
bro, always I'll be like, why do I love this season so much? And I figured out it's like because
Yeah.
it feels familiar.
Yeah.
So,
When I
bro,
was
they go.
little, I used to think like projects just meant like apartment in one confined space or whatever.
Hmm.
Because I'm thinking New York when I think like Project
Yeah,
with how like I always thought like in my
yeah,
mind I think the way Nas described Queens, and that's how I
hmm,
thought the project is one tall building there,
right,
everybody on top of each other. In my mind that was the project. So when
right,
like my aunt and them had stayed out in Research Park in Detroit or whatever,
mm,
and when I remember we used to go over there and visit, I'm looking like, well, these don't look like, how they make it sound like it is in New York, because there were
right,
townhomes. But I didn't
yeah,
know like in certain areas your townhomes like could be considered the projects as well. I
yeah,
was like, oh damn, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
some of them, like, it's like instead of it being like high rise, they just span out. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Really, anywhere where it's low income and there's a lot of families living in this confined
Hmm.
space, it's like you bound to have,
Yeah.
it's like you on one end you got a lot of friends, but then on the other end it's like
Could easily have a lot of enemies.
you're gonna get in somebody not gonna like you because you got something or just because they don't fucking like
Yeah.
you, and now you gotta figure it out because y'all ain't no
Damn.
backyard, ain't no. You gotta
Hmm.
figure it out. Like, and that for me is like I'm my mother's only child, so it's like I had to fend for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be like I'm about to go get. I ain't got no big brother by my
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like okay, I'm gonna just. So I
Damn.
learned to
Let's
just
scrap it out.
that and to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Be more of
Hmm.
a listener. Like all right, I'm gonna when
Yeah, man.
somebody getting cooked in a roast session, don't laugh too
Don't even
hard.
laugh. I know you ain't
Like,
laughing. Yeah.
yeah, like it's like, all right, you learn how to navigate, man. But
Uh-huh.
so I'm looking at some of these tracks, man. They wrote "You Blue" for Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, I ain't heard that one.
no, I'm sorry, they wrote "I Got It Like That," and then they wrote what
For
the
Patti
hell they wrote?
LaBelle, the songs I
Yeah,
got it
you,
like that. I
yeah,
bet you that's one of them that probably crossed over into like if it wasn't the late 80s, it was probably the early 90s where they had like even your legendary acts from like the 70s and late 60s trying to go like
yeah,
pop with
yeah. It
with the
seemed like they
sound
was
and mix
getting
that hip hop in there.
everybody together in the '80s, man. They was cooking. Cheryl Pepsi Riley wrote "I
Okay.
Want to Have Some Fun." Yeah, they wrote "I'm Real" for James Brown.
I'll
That was
have
his
to look that
biggest.
one
That
up.
was his biggest hit for 14 years.
Man,
Shout out to the royalty checks.
man.
They wrote "All I Have to Give" for the Backstreet Boys. They wrote for Bob. They sang for Bob Dylan, bro. They was cooking.
Legends, man. Like I say,
They
like I
was
don't think
cooking.
that unsung episode. I remember seeing it. Like I said, I knew about a few of those folks that they wrote and produced for. Yeah, it ain't doing them enough justice, man. I meant to go in a deeper dive than I did for but I forgot. Oh, we talking about the song,
Yeah,
but
we talking about the
I didn't want to
song.
sidetrack myself and
We
go
got
down a
to.
rabbit hole with
We
them. But
gotta.
man,
We got to, man. Yo, they produced "Can't Fuck with the Queen Bee" for Lil' Kim.
I didn't know that. I did not
Shout
know
out
that.
to Full Force.
And it's just like one of them songs you probably hear, you didn't even think about, yo, who made this beat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they didn't
but
think of it, bro.
damn, man.
They wrote "Don't Funk with My Heart" for the Black Eyed Peas.
I
Yeah,
feel
they
like I
was
do
cooking.
remember that.
They was cooking. They
I
produced
feel like
on.
I do
Remember
remember
the
that.
group Black, the girl group.
I do. Yep.
They produced on that. Yeah, they was cooking. They
Yeah,
cooked.
man.
Oh man, shout out to Full Force, man.
Yeah, I feel like last time I looked, they, how long ago was that? They had toured. I just forget what year. But yeah, Legends, man.
I
Yep.
would love to be
And
like at one of their concerts to see if people just bust out trying to do the dance when they.
like your average viewer or listener probably just know them from that movie. House Party
Yeah,
1 and 2. And we didn't see
facts.
them. Well, why would we see them in 3? That'd be a little ridiculous. Like they a dog's kid about to get married. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in
He
there
was about
trying
to
to
get. They
bully
had to get
them.
some. They had to get some new bullies. Now that was West Coast.
That's what I'm saying. See what I mean? And
Yeah.
they
That was
never
West Coast for sure.
specified like where they were. I mean, we knew in college were they in college in Cali? I don't remember
I
for
don't know where
sure.
they was at when they was in
But yeah,
college.
because it never was pinpointed like, yeah, this is in
Yeah.
Cali. But we knew for sure the way them houses look like in House Party 3, that's Cali, man.
That was
When
Cali.
Bernie Mac on the porch, whatever you like,
Uh,
yeah, man. Show some love, show some love.
House Party 3 is low
And
key underrated.
when I was what he was saying, like,
It's underrated,
and
bro.
when I was dealing with you was his size. And I was dealing with
Yeah.
you was his size. When I was dealing with you, he said something bro about, yo, why you trying to sweat me? Whatever he said to him.
Man,
Like, yeah, we a classic.
that's a classic, bro. That's a classic.
What did he
They for
say?
real.
What did he call that? So he pronounced him Adidas? Like yeah.
Yeah, Adidas.
What did he say to him? He was like, what did he say? Like some barbecue bitch, something like that. What did he say to him?
Oh, you talking
Being
about
what was they saying though? He was like, how about he's the dude that said the thing about the Adidas said it afterward, but because it was him, AJ Johnson, rest in peace. He was like,
talking about when they was at the barbecue spot?
yeah, man. What do you say? How
Uh,
about just
I forget.
how many something we make 3 bean pie, bitch, or something like that? He
Yeah,
said,
man.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm fucking up the line, but man, that
they was
movie is a
wilding.
classic,
That
man.
movie's classic.
Yeah,
Grandma immature was watching the flick.
yeah.
Are we watching
That
Ninja
ain't no
Turtles?
turtle. That's that ass.
That's that ass.
Yeah. The porno, the did it, did it, did it, did it,
Man,
did it, did
man, that
it.
movie's a classic, bro.
Yeah,
That movie's
man.
a classic. But that song, man. Like I said, just piggybacking off what you said, like, people don't have fun no more.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
it's like,
That's that movie made me think exactly of that fun.
yeah, and it's like you can still. I think I wish people understood, and I don't know where this comes from. You can have fun, but still get your message across without
Hmm.
sounding boring or repetitive. You can
Yeah.
still, and I be thinking I ain't gonna start cooking, but like I think about like MC Hammer too, where it's like
Yeah.
that era was just like I was a kid. My mom was like, "Yeah, you can listen to this," because my mom was strict, man. Like she was
Hmm.
not playing that. I couldn't listen to no. If it had a parental advisory sticker, it was a dub, bro.
My
Till I was
mama
a
wasn't
teenager.
for some reason like we restricting my music like that.
For
She
real,
was really,
man.
yeah, she was fairly like, I don't know. It's like
I
she
didn't.
trusted that I was just gonna still be behaved. Like, I don't know. It ain't really,
Nah, my mom's already knew what time it was. I think it was
man.
the environment too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when Doggy Style came out, that was
Man.
about the time where it was like I was able to start listening to music, and then like I want to say that was like when like Ready to Die to
Yeah.
Cal, when all them albums started dropping, it was like,
I vividly remember
okay,
those albums, man. Like when I remember when Doggy Style dropped, my brother Beethoven had it. And I remember he had like this brown Chevette or whatever. It wasn't even a Chevrolet, it was a Chevette. People knew about them. That mug, man, I remember vividly when that album dropped and he ain't care. He was playing it. I'm in the back seat, like he's just playing that mug.
man, my
And
mom like,
I knew it ain't no fun at a very early age and wasn't supposed to.
so I didn't, like I said, I ain't have big brothers. I ain't got, I got, you know, God bless that. I got one uncle, you know what I'm saying? My mother only
Yeah.
got one brother. I didn't get put up on like NWA and shit like
Yeah.
that. You know, and sometimes I
Wasn't
don't be
until
wanting
later.
to, you know, they say cap to nobody. Sometimes people be like, oh yeah, you know, I was listening to Rakim, and I'll be like, that's like in our peer group, like,
Somebody
okay,
had to put you on to that. You know what I
yeah, like
mean?
how did you just get on that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, my mom was like, nah, like, yeah, MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, you cool, Young MC, Tone
Man.
Loc, anybody that was safe to her.
He says mellow. She says hello.
Yeah,
Step
like,
to me, you fly
yeah.
fellow.
It was like that was, and then you know, Yo MTV Raps and Rap City helped out
Hmm.
for me to start listening. But yeah, I wasn't on it, bro. I didn't know where Ice Cube came from. I didn't know about the beef, none of that. Like
Yeah.
I found out like when it was over. I'm like, why is he talking about him? Who is he talking about on this song? Why is Easy E?
I knew
Why
about
they?
Ice Cube probably before NWA, which is crazy. But yeah, I knew about him specifically because my brother had a poster on his bedroom door of Ice
Mm,
Cube he had the full triple like I guess when the triple fat gooses was popping. I don't know if it was specifically that, but he had like a long coat on. And it was him and his members of the lynch mob behind him, and he had his coat. It was a embroidery stitching on it and it said "bitch killer." And he was just there, just like this, like look at me.
damn.
I was scared of Ice Cube for years. I didn't stop being scared of Ice Cube until Friday dropped when I understood it was a comedy. Yep.
Right.
That's when I stopped. Friday prevented me from being scared of Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
Cause beforehand he used to scare the shit out of me. I feared that man, like, cause of that poster. It
Man.
was him just like looking serious as a heart attack. And he had bitch killer on his coat. Man,
Yeah.
we didn't cover some good ground with this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
For the most, I got another song in mind. I'll probably tell you off mic
Okay.
that I want to cover next.
Okay.
Just based
Okay.
off you mentioned like people just you can get a message across or just tell a story and it not be super so you can have fun and like still get
You gotta have
you know a
fun,
message
man.
across or whatever. So I got in mind I got a couple in mind that I will want to cover. I'm gonna choose one wisely, but in the meantime, let the folks know where they can find you at.
Ketch P 313 on IG. If you're still using Facebook, Krishan Stanley.
Yeah.
I don't use Twitter or X or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
I hardly be on there. I'm
Yeah, I
more
ain't
like
rolling.
Threads than Twitter, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Catch P313 on Threads. Yeah, we don't have
Hmm.
no X over here.
Yep. And let us know what songs y'all got in mind that I don't want to say that y'all think we should cover, but for the most part, if you tapped into the show, you got a particular taste in music, I believe. So whatever ideas y'all have, like let us know on social media. And if we fuck with the song, we'll cover it. And it gotta be something that set the standard, something that stands the test of time or stood the test of time. Don't be just sending us all new shit. You know what I mean?
Your
Like
cousin
that.
Pookie.
Yeah, or your homie made it. Nah, we talking about music that was out worldwide, people knew about that set the standard from whatever decade. But until you know
Yeah.
me, Nametag Alexander across all social media platforms. Alex, you know, I ain't telling you where I'm at on Facebook, whatever. Type in Alex, and if you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. But until the next time, episode 2, that is a wrap. for written gems. Biatch.
Need your business to stand out? Want a commercial that grabs attention and makes people stop in their tracks? This is DJ DDT, the voice that sells. With years of professional experience, I create high-energy, crystal-clear voiceover commercials for any business, from gyms and restaurants to events, products, and services. And here's the kicker: lightning-fast turnaround. Your commercial done and delivered in just 24 to 48 hours. Right now, we have a special deal for you. Get your professional voiceover commercial for just $75. Don't wait to be heard. Make them listen. Contact me today, and let's get your business the attention it deserves. DJ DDT, the voice of your business.